Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on codeandtech.net. My name is Shibam Dhar and I will be the host for this talk. With me today I have a Microsoft Student Ambassador, DSC lead of Acharya Institute, web developer and more. And most importantly, that a person who is not from a coding background still pursuing coding. So I welcome Mr. Tanay Tapanshu. How are you doing today? How are you
Yeah,
doing?
hi, Shibam. Thank you for welcoming me to your channel. So I'm going really well. Yeah.
Thank you for joining. As I just said in the introduction, that you are not from coding background, like you
Mhm.
are from electronic, like electrical sector. Like how you came, like how you just
Okay.
transitioned the everything, and still you're pursuing web development and getting the internships. Just let us know.
Okay. So, Shivam, I'll just update you with my work and all. So I started up with MSP back in 2019 September. So before that, I was into coding, but not that much. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so once I entered the MSP community, once I met a lot of people from different backgrounds, people from different domains, tech. So what it has helped me is getting motivated through that, right? It
Right.
motivates you to learn. It motivates you to pursue something. So that has helped me, and then I started up in 2019. Again, lockdown has helped me a lot to get in lockdown I have got almost 3 internships and 2 full-time opportunities, which till now I've not started doing that full time. I'm not taking the full time because it's still I have my 2 semesters left. So yeah, so basically this motivated me a lot, in the community you learn from each other. I'm still learning from a lot of people, from you and from others. So yeah.
All right, but isn't it difficult to handle both of the things, like doing your this college work in a different branch and doing web development? Because I'm from CS background, and even if I do something in web development, let's say HTML, CSS, it is still in my course. But how are you managing it?
Okay. So, Shivam, what I feel is when see in engineering you need to put a lot of efforts. So
Right.
I will agree with you, but I can say that it's a CSS which is available in your course. It's not up to the mark. I'm damn sure about it. Uh, you won't study JavaScript in your course. You won't study like in data structure in very depth. In very depth, I'm saying, problem solving skills. So for a CS student also, they have to work hard. For us, we have to work harder, right?
Right.
Uh, so we manage it somehow. We are engineers. We need to do it, and we do. Yeah,
Right.
we
Right.
explore things.
So, if we talk about community, you are the lead of DSC at your college. Many students are part of it, which is which is for them. You personally provide a good mentorship and provide other things. So they
Yeah.
would not only enjoy but also gain from the community. Like how you will guide them so that they get something in return from the community, because it is not always easy for someone to think in a perspective of getting self benefit, but it is the work of the leader to give some the people everything which is able to be get from the community. So what are your views
Exactly.
about that?
Exactly. So, what I can say is it was very challenging for me because it was for the first time we were having a community like DSC in our college. So, what see, we our first thing was very clear. We won't teach you, we will mentor you, because we can't teach you. There are a lot of resources available. There are a lot of YouTube, channels available, and there are a lot of things which are there as a resource. So we can guide you to go there to learn things, and if you want to make some projects, you can collab with us. So we have kept it again multidisciplinary also. We have conducted events on startups, on basically resume making. We are planning to make something on resume making. We have also we had sessions on web development. We had sessions on on different things, on Git and GitHub. So
Hmm.
lot of things. So this is what my perspective was, that we can't teach you, but we will mentor you. We will motivate you to learn, but you have to put your efforts. So yeah, this is very clear about our DSC.
Okay. So if I go back to the time or this few time earlier, you also conducted a hackathon, right? So
Yeah.
the hackathon was like it was a great hit because all of the students were like they were knowing about it. But what was your main motive to conduct a hackathon? Because it is not always a very easy thing to conduct a hackathon, and in a personal way, there is nothing you can get a benefit from other than self development. But what was your main motive to conduct a hackathon?
Okay, so to be honest, the hackathon, the first hackathon we conducted was on the month of February 2020.
Right.
So 2020 February, we conducted our very first hackathon, and that hackathon was organized in Microsoft Office. Luckily, Microsoft Reactor Office, and I really want to thank Paras Pundi, the former community manager of Microsoft Reactor, and
Mm-hmm.
the developer of Microsoft Arkoditi and Vivek Sridhar sir. So these guys have really helped us in organizing it. The main thing was to organize was to basically first was to actually bring all the student developers, because it was the first time Microsoft was actually Microsoft Reactor was organizing this for students. I'm talking specifically about Reactor program. So it
Right.
just started in India. It was in abroad, and it actually facilitates developers, right? So it was the first time student developers came under one roof in Bangalore. And again, for me, it was a good chance to network with people, good chance to learn from their projects, what all things are happening around. And it was again a very good experience for me. So yeah, so this was the main motive behind it. Yeah.
Since you talk about Reactor, if I'm not wrong, you were the main people or the organizer of that thing, right? The community when it came to India.
uh no, you can't say that I was main and all, but yeah,
Like you
I
are part of
actually.
the team. Like if I'm saying that if someone wants to talk with someone, if a person in the group who needs to learn or who needs to know more about Reactor, you were the part of that team.
Yeah, you can
If
say
I'm
I
saying.
volunteered a lot of events in Reactor. We actually worked, like we conducted a lot of sessions, online
Hmm.
and offline. We made the website also for event of Reactor named Heaven Beyond. So yeah, but we weren't the main one. But yeah, we facilitated a lot of things there. Yeah.
True, true. So, since you are part of communities, it is very much possible that in a community there are people with different views and ideas, and this creates a fair chances of misunderstanding leading to some disputations. So, what will you suggest, or how you will, yeah, how you would tackle them?
Okay, so okay. So what happens sometimes in community is like, people are of very different mindset,
Right,
and people are actually, so it has happened with me few times. It has happened to me, but we need to tackle it somehow. You need to be positive as a leader. So people can get negative sometimes. People can fight with each other, but as a leader you need to be positive. You need to understand that you are taking the responsibility to lead the community, and then you have to make them understand that why we are here. We can have healthy discussions every time, anytime. You can have a healthy discussion with me, but we can't have a bad discussion. We can't have a negative discussion. So yeah, I make sure that the things never go that bad in our community. Yeah.
okay. So, but it can happen that something has already like is done. So will you take the things in a personal way or a professional way, or you will take care of it in a personally way? Like you getting my point? Because it happens that when a disputation happens in a community, there are some things which can go wrong. So since you are a lead, how you tackle them with the help of a team or a personally or some other way?
So sometimes when something bad has happened, some fight has happened. Just take an example.
Mm-hmm.
You need to take a call. You
Mm-hmm.
need to take a strict call. You need to set a parameter first of all. If two guys have fought in a team, it can be a physical one. I'm talking about the physical one, and I'm talking about the fight and all. You need to actually, show that you are actually a good leader, and you are actually, you know uh, you can actually take some steps, some strong steps. You need to
Right.
do that. It can be like removing them from the community maybe, or having a conversation which is not so smooth, definitely, which is not so gentle. But yeah, you need to take some action. It can be anything. I'm just giving you the
Right.
example. Yeah.
Right. Understood. So, My next question will be that I have seen you that your contribution in any form is mostly like to be in a tech with web development as a domain. So my question is that did the community help you to follow up with your tech track, and if yes, then how? Plus,
Okay.
how can others get the same benefits from the representative communities?
Shivam, so your question is basically it depends on person to person. I can't say that it will benefit another guy also. But yes, if you see right how community works. So I entered into community. I got motivated with people. I saw people with different domains. I actually was really surprised that okay, people of my age are doing so much. Why
Mm-hmm.
can't me? Why can't I don't like we so I took it in a very positive way. First of all, I didn't got very much there's a very good word for it. I didn't got demotivated through that. That okay, he is
Mm-hmm.
doing that, so I can also do that. So first of all, you should be very clear that okay, in community, people can be better than you, and you have to learn from them. You need to be get motivated. The second thing is, uh, how it got helped me out is okay. So I told you I was not very much into coding before getting into community. So once I got in, I got motivated with a lot of my friends, my peers who were doing actually well, actually good. They made so many projects, and I knew that if I start things, I will do it in a very fast pace, very fast speed. Fast speed means I'll do labor. I'll work on something, right? So being in a community, being in just in a WhatsApp group of tech community, you'll get so many things up. You'll get so many good YouTube tutorials, contents, medium write medium blogs. So it basically helps you out to make first of all your company matters a lot. So
Right.
I got into first internship through that. So my very first internship was a community based internship. I was a community leader in India's first community like community startup named Community Vox in Bangalore. Then second internship was on React JS development. Its name was the name was of the company Cellstrat. It's basically a AI consultancy firm in here in Bangalore. And the third one I just started up in last of December is KL Labs in Bangalore. So they actually deal with like actually I deal with React JS projects. So they work on the client side project. They take projects
Mm-hmm.
from the clients from across the globe, and we need to build that project. We need to build the interface and everything. So yeah. So this is how my story went. My journey is like
So
this.
with the help of community, you have it is very if I say it in a way, then it will be true to say that with the help of community, you have grown very much in the field of tech as well as self improving.
Exactly.
Right. So next thing is that since you are being part of different communities, what are the crucial things you learned and would like to share with other students, like for them to guide? Because you just told about yourself that how it benefited you, but if I ask you to give the same things or as a points to the viewers who let's say are not yet part of any community or yet
Okay.
or
Okay.
just started in a community, then what would be your tips and crucial points?
First of all, what I think is the most crucial part is actually when you become a MSP, when you become a DSC lead. First of all, see, okay, I'll just start with the basic one. If you are just joining a community, if you're joining a community as a member, make sure that you contribute in some way. Make sure that you are learning. Attend meetups, first of all. I started with attending the meetups. The very first meetup I remember I attended was of IBM. So attend the meetups. You get to meet a lot of people. You get that energy. You get that vibes, right? Good
Right.
positive vibes. That is very much required in your life. First of all, you know, nowadays we are in home. We are all trapped. Actually, we can go out, but still, because no offices are there, no hackathons, no meetups, nothing is happening. You can just go for the party or something like that. So, but not for walking. So just make sure that whenever you are in home, try to attend at least one community talk. Try to attend at least one community talk. You get motivated through that. You get a lot of things through that. And then third is whenever say if you become a MSP or if you become a DSC lead, people will come to you. People will say, hey, you have done this, done that. But I personally believe that is nothing. You need to do a lot. You need to work a
Right.
lot, work a lot. So you don't put that on your head, like I'm a DSC lead, I am this, I'm that. People do that, and people actually think they have got a job at Google and got a job in Microsoft. No, it's not like that. You need to work a lot, you need to help people. So this is how it should work. Attend meetups, then try to contribute to the communities. Third, try to lead it. So yeah.
Yeah, these are nice. Like one must follow in order to do something for themselves, because at the end of the day, it is you who is supposed to grow. So since you are talking about other communities, it's like Microsoft Student Learn Ambassadors and this DSC lead. So next thing is that how the networking helps in between these communities.
Okay. uh, as of now, networking, how it helps is, it's again, it's again, it depends upon person to person, and it depends upon your luck. Exactly, I'm
Right,
saying, I will be really genuine with you and your viewers, right? So what actually, what if I tell you how it helps is, suppose you want to take an internship and you are in a
right,
hackathon, you are participating there, maybe as a as an organizer. You still get a lot of contacts, you can connect with them.
right,
uh, and it can come in any way. How it helped me, I'll tell you. My LinkedIn profile, it was having not more than 100 followers, 100 connections before getting into MSP. I started posting my posts there in the LinkedIn. Slowly I got followers, and it has crossed around, I know it's not very much, but it's around 2300 or 2400. Okay, so it's getting crossed. And due to which, a lot of, actually, I learned a lot of skills also in LinkedIn, how to put your skills on LinkedIn headline, and it actually attracts. So it's another story. So through that, a lot of lot of people, a lot of HR, a lot of company people have actually approached me, being a fresher. Even I don't realize how things have gone, how things went for me, and how. But actually, one thing has helped me: being positive, learning from everyone, and never setting that in on my head that I am MSP, or I am this, that. Because you are nothing. First of all, you are still a beginner, you're still a learner. As a fresher, as an intern, or as a student, you have to learn a lot. You have not done anything till now. Yeah.
right. Since you are talking about over ambitious things, there is another thing that at some point people, students get demotivated, and I've seen that when you are a community, there are students at different levels, right? And what happens that when we see someone uh, greater than us, we
Hmm.
often compare ourselves from them,
you get
right?
you
And
get feel bad. Yeah. You feel
yes,
bad.
so so what is your like? What you would like to suggest to those students, like who are just as a small as a beginner phase, and they are feeling bad or at some point getting demotivated?
It's good that you're feeling bad, because if you don't feel bad, if you don't feel anything, if you're okay, chill, okay man, I'll also do, you will do. But if you feel bad, that pain will drive you to work. So you should feel that pain, you should get that pain, that okay, I have wasted my time, and these guys have done it for a productive way. So mistake is yours, you accept it, take that pain, and work. It should be like this.
Okay, so is you are basically asking that if you are seeing someone greater than you, just make it as a aim and get the fire in you, so that you cultivate your work in a such a way that you get to that exact point, right?
And second thing is, I'll just tell you, see, a lot of things matters. It's not like only you are there and only you see, some things you can achieve through running in a long race. It's a long race. It's not like in 1 year what's gonna happen, in 2 years what's gonna happen. You're gonna, I think if somebody is entering this industry, so they will actually work for another 20 years or 25 or 30. It can be anything, you can't number it. So what I think is, try to see like that, because it sometimes it matters. Someone is studying in IIT, someone is studying in a tier 1 college, and companies like Microsoft, Amazon, and
Right.
Google interview them. You don't get that chance, you don't get the chance, you need to accept that. And then you need to actually look into it, in a very uh, in a very long run. Okay, I'm not getting this now, but okay, I'll climb the ladder. I'll do something, and actually I'll achieve that goal in 1 or 2 or 3 years, or maybe, but you should work daily. You
Right.
shouldn't skip one day. Daily, again, daily you should do something new. Try to do, right? So, yeah.
But just like us, you have to maintain a steady pace, other rather than just jumping and hopping over things. You have to maintain a steady, right?
कहाँ से अब करना है?
Okay, so at last, if you have any notes for the viewers or any sort of message for them, then just let us know, please.
Okay, so I assume your viewers are from, from colleges, right?
Right.
Mostly. So I'll just say that, okay, I told about competition, right? That you should feel that pain and all. But second thing, I just added that that you should also see where are you right now, right? How much you can do. See, it happens. You know, you shouldn't feel very bad for someone who is in IIT and getting into Amazon or Microsoft, right?
Right.
Or because you need to understand the reality also, that where are you standing, and how much should you work to achieve that goal, right? And what all opportunities are available for you as a fresher, right? Because you're just stepping up in the industry. So what all things you have in your, in your place, like what all companies you have, what all opportunities you have. So that also depends. And but make sure one thing, that opportunities can come from anywhere. Okay, I have felt it in last 1 year. It can come in anyhow, because if you're working, it will come. Nature's actually give the opportunity to people. I believe in that. So just work every day. Don't need to take a burden. Little bit work you should do. It will become in 20 days. It will become your habit, and then things will go smooth for you.
Right. Right. So at last, with the end of the questions now, if you would like to share your social handles, anyone where you want people to find you and ask you for further queries or assist or to follow you, anything, you can just share it in the video right now.
Okay, so actually, people can connect me on LinkedIn, and
Okay.
if possible, maybe on Twitter. If you're not in Twitter, then also it's fine. You can just connect up with me on LinkedIn, and you can drop me a message, and I'll try to get back to you soon. Yeah.
Okay. And of course, viewers, I will share the social handles with the video. And with this, we come to the end of this video. And first of all, I would like to thank you very much for joining me and for this great talk. It was very nice that you shared your experience and in a very blunt and to the point way. And I'm sure that the viewers will surely get good this good things
Actually,
from
it's my
you. And
pleasure to be here to share things with you and your viewers. So, and you are doing really good. Actually helping out the community. So even you are doing community work. So this is actually community work. You are
right, right,
bringing up people to share the experience. Really nice. Yeah.
right. Right. Okay, so thank you. I will be back with another video with worldwide people with worldwide tech and communities. Thank you.